Jackie Chan in tears. His emotional confession about Yu Menglong's tragic death. The moment the world stopped. The room was silent. Not the peaceful kind of silence, but the heavy, breath-holding kind. The kind that presses against your chest and makes your heart beat louder than it should. Cameras were rolling. Lights were blazing. Reporters were ready. And then, Jackie Chan broke down. Not the action legend who defied gravity. Not the smiling global superstar. Not the invincible icon who had survived decades of bone-breaking stunts. This time, he was just a man, eyes trembling, voice cracking, hands shaking. And when he finally spoke, the internet exploded. There are things I should have said earlier, things I should have done differently. Within minutes, clips of the moment flooded social media. Hashtags surged. Fans panicked. Theories ignited like wildfire. And at the center of it all was one name. Yu Menglong. For many fans, Yu Menglong represented something rare in modern entertainment: quiet intensity. He wasn't the loudest star. He wasn't the most scandal-driven. But when he appeared on screen, people felt something. A calm strength. A hidden depth. A kind of sadness behind the eyes that made audiences lean closer. So when his name was suddenly linked to an emotional breakdown by Jackie Chan, one of the most respected figures in Asian cinema, the internet did what it always does best. It assumed the worst. It started with a single clip. 15 seconds. Low quality. Out of context. Jackie Chan wiping his face. Pausing mid-sentence. A trembling exhale. Someone added dramatic music. Someone else added a misleading caption. Jackie Chan confesses the truth about Yu Menglong. That was all it took. Within hours. A YouTube thumbnail screamed tragic truth. A TikTok edit slowed down his tears. Comment sections turned into virtual mourning halls. But here's the truth most people missed. The story wasn't about death. It was about regret, pressure, and the silent cost of fame. In this dramatized story, Jackie Chan wasn't mourning a death. He was mourning something else entirely. Lost time. Missed guidance. Emotional distance. In the fictional narrative, he spoke about a younger generation of actors, Yu Menglong symbolizing them, caught in an industry that demands perfection but offers little protection. When you're young, Jackie says in the story, people clap for your success, but they don't see your loneliness. The tears weren't about loss of life. They were about loss of humanity. Because tragedy doesn't always wear black. Sometimes it wears a exhaustion, a anxiety, a unreal expectations, a smile's hiding pressure. In the fictional storyline, Yu Menglong represents the kind of actor who carries the emotional weight of every role, while the world expects him to stay silent and grateful. And Jackie Chan, having survived decades in the industry, sees his younger self reflected back at him. That realization. It breaks him. In the dramatized confession, Jackie says, "We taught them how to act, but we forgot to teach them how to survive." That single sentence is what made the clip explode. Because it wasn't about Yu Menglong alone. It was about every idol under impossible scrutiny. Every actor afraid to speak up. Every public figure silently struggling. Fans didn't just hear sadness. They heard truth. In the dramatized narrative, Jackie Chan doesn't cry because the world failed to love its stars. He cries because it loved them too loudly and listened too little. Fame, he says quietly in the story, is the only prison where the doors are made of applause. That line, fictional, poetic, devastating, becomes the emotional spine of part 2. Because behind every screaming crowd is a quieter truth. The louder the cheers, the harder it becomes to hear yourself think. In action movies, there's always a training montage. A bruises heal. A muscles strengthen. A heroes prepare. But in real life, no one trains you for a sudden obsession, a constant judgment, a stranger's deciding who you are, a being loved for a version of yourself you no longer recognize. In this dramatized confession, Jackie reflects on watching younger actors, Yu Menglong symbolizing many of them, enter the spotlight with talent, discipline, and hope, but no armor. They teach you how to stand in the light, he says, but not how to survive the heat. In this case, Jackie admits something that shakes fans. We thought toughness was kindness. He remembers his own youth. A broken bones. A brutal schedules. A pain dismissed as part of the job. And he realizes, too late, that the industry passed this mindset down like tradition. If you survived, they called you strong. If you complained, they called you weak. That belief built legends. It also broke many others. The first manipulation wasn't malicious. It was convenient. Someone trimmed the video down to the moment Jackie wiped his eyes and whispered, "There are things I should have done differently." Cut. No follow-up. No clarification. No explanation of what he meant. That sentence, alone, became a weapon.